Hello students, now you have an idea about refraction of light. Like reflection, here also you have to learn laws of refraction of light. In this laws of refraction, we have to discuss 2 points. Otherwise, we can say 2 laws are there. Let us see what is the first one. Here you can see the first one, the incident ray, the refracted ray and the normal to the interface of two transparent media at the point of incidence all lie in the same plane. Children, we studied in case of reflection, the first point is the incident ray, reflected ray and the normal all lie in the same plane. Here also we have to say the same thing, but only one difference here. Here we are learning refraction, so here discussing about the refracted ray. So this one we can call as first law. Once more, the incident ray, here you can see this is the incident ray, the refracted ray, this is the refracted ray and the normal. You can see a dotted line here. This is the normal to the interface. This is the interface. Here you can see through two transparent media. First one air, you can see light is passing through air, then entering into glass. So two transparent media here, you can see this line here, that is the interface of these two media. So this is the point of incidence, this normal at the point of incidence all lie in the same plane. Once more, the incident ray, refracted ray and the normal to the interface of two transparent media at the point of incidence all lie in the same plane. This we can call as first law of refraction of light. Children, here you can see the second law, the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction is a constant for the light of a given color and for the given pair of media. Here you can see one term sine, this is new for you. This year you will learn this from maths, trigonometry on chapter there you will study about this sine. I will also discuss about that here. The ratio of sine of angle of incidence, here you can see incident ray normal, I is the angle of incidence, to the sine of angle of refraction, you can see refracted ray, R is the angle of refraction, that is the angle between normal and the refracted ray. That is a constant for the light of a given color and for the given pair of media. Why this given pair of media here? Here we are discussing about refraction. For this refraction, we have to say about two media. That time only, from one medium to another medium, light is entering only. We can say refraction is there. Here you can see air and glass there. So two media here. That's why this for the given pair of media. Once more, the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction is a constant for the light of a given color and for the given pair of media. Children, this is very important law. For this law, one name there, we can call this as Snell's law. So the second law of refraction of light, we can call as Snell's law. This is known as Snell's law, that we can write as an expression here. You can see I is the angle of incidence and R is the angle of refraction. Then sine of angle of incidence you can write as sine I. Then divided by sine of angle of refraction, sine R equal to a constant. Sine I by sine R is a constant. So once more, our second law, the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction is a constant. Now we have to give one name to this constant. Let us see what is that constant. Before that, I will give a brief idea about sine of an angle. Here you can see a right angled triangle, PQR. Here you can see one angle there, angle PRQ. Here I mark that as A, angle A. Okay children, here you can see if you are considering this angle, for this angle PQ is the opposite side. QR is the adjacent side, PR is the hypotenuse. So from this we can write about the sine. Sine A, sine of angle A is equal to opposite side divided by hypotenuse. If we have the measurements, we can find the value of sine of angle. Okay children, you will learn more about this sine A in maths. Come back to Snell's law, our second law of refraction. You know the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction is a constant. Now we can call refractive index of second medium with respect to the first for this constant. So we can call this constant as refractive index. Here we are discussing refraction. So this index, this number gives us an idea about how much change in direction is there for that light ray after entering into the second medium. So we can call this constant as refractive index of the second medium with respect to the first. Here you can see children, N21, refractive index of second medium with respect to first, N21, that is equal to sin I divided by sin R. This is our Snell's law. So once more, sin I by sin R is a constant. We can call that constant as refractive index of the second medium with respect to the first, that you can represent as N21. Then if the refractive index of first medium you are writing with respect to the second, that time you have to represent this as N12. You know, refractive index gives us an idea about the extent to which the direction of the ray is changing if you are considering two media there. Now, you know, if the light is moving from one medium to another medium, why that refraction is happening? There we discussed about the speed of light. You know, if the light ray is changing medium, that time the speed of the light ray will also be changed. Now we can connect the refractive index and the speed of light. Here you can see we studied that Snell's law we studied. According to that, you know, here you can see angle of incidence and angle of refraction. Sin I by sin R is a constant. We call that constant as refractive index of second medium with respect to first. Here you can see first, that means this is the first medium and here it is the second medium. So refractive index of the second medium with respect to first, that we wrote as N21. Now we can connect this to the speed. Here you can consider V1 be the speed of light in the first medium and V2 be the speed of the light in the second medium. Then we can write a relation as N21, refractive index of the second medium with respect to first, is equal to V1 by V2. The ratio of speed of light in the first medium to the speed of light in the second medium. Once more, you have to consider a ray that is moving from one medium and then entering into another medium. You can see V1 is the speed of light in the first medium and V2 is the speed of the light in the second medium. Now we can write a relation like this. Refractive index of second medium with respect to first, that is N21 is equal to V1 by V2. Children, this N21 we can write like this. Refractive index of second medium with respect to first, that you can write like this also, N2 by N1. N2 by N1 is equal to V1 by V2. Let us see. Here you can see refractive index of the second medium with respect to first. If you are writing the refractive index of the first medium with respect to second, then you have to represent that as N12. Then this relation will become like this, V2 divided by V1. Here it is N21, V1 by V2. Here 2 is first with respect to second medium, refractive index of second medium with respect to first. Here you can see speed of light through first medium is in the numerator and the speed through second medium in the denominator. N21 is equal to V1 by V2. Here it is N12, refractive index of first medium with respect to second, that you can write as V2 by V1. Now children, here you can see air is written there in the first medium and glass in the second medium. That means you have to consider first medium is air and the second medium is glass. From this you can see the light is entering from air to glass. Entering from air to glass. Then if you are writing the refractive index, you know N21 is equal to V1 divided by V2. This you know. I am going to write this as N2 divided by N1 is equal to V1 by V2. Children, you know, here the light is passing through air. You know, the velocity of light is 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second through vacuum. Okay, a slight difference only there if you are saying about the air also. So, you can take the same value here in case of air also. So, you can take this constant value. For that, you can use the letter C. This you know. For representing the speed of light through air, we can use the letter C. What I am saying means the C is a constant here. For that one constant value there, that is 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. Here we are considering the ray is entering from air into glass. First medium air, second medium glass. Here you can see N2 by N1 is equal to V1 by V2. That means V1 is the speed of the light through air. Instead of that V1, you can write C there. Then you can consider this V2. For that we can take V is the speed of light through the second medium. Instead of V1, C. Why C means you know in the numerator speed of the light through the first medium. Here that is air. So, C you have to write there. Then in the denominator you have to write the speed of the light through the second medium, that we can take as V. So here you can see N2 by N1 is equal to C by V. Then the refractive index of air we will consider as N1 is equal to 1. For that a constant value there, I told you no, speed of light a constant value there. So for all these media, refractive index there, particular values there. In case of air that is 1, N1 is equal to 1. So here you will get this equation as N2 is equal to C by V. This N2 means the second medium. So we can change this as M is equal to C by V. Here Nm means the refractive index of the second medium. We are not saying about the first medium there. Why means we are considering the first medium as air here. That's why the refractive index of the second medium, that you can note as Nm, any medium, is equal to the ratio of speed of light in air or vacuum divided by speed of light through the medium. Okay children, C is a constant. C is the speed of light through air. Then V is the speed of light through a given medium. So we can write Nm is equal to C by V. Then we can call this constant as absolute refractive index. What is that? Absolute refractive index. So absolute refractive index is the ratio of speed of light in air to the speed of light through any medium. We can write that as Nm is equal to refractive index of medium. Nm is equal to C divided by V. Here C is a constant children. C is a constant. But from this we can write Nm is proportional to 1 by V. Can you say anything from this? Nm is proportional to 1 by V. 1 by V means here this refractive index is inversely proportional to speed of light through that medium. For this Nm, you can write N also. Simply we can call this absolute refractive index as refractive index of the medium. So for doing problems we can use this letter n there instead of this nm. That is proportional to 1 by v. 1 by v, that only I am saying, otherwise this n is inversely proportional to v. Refractive index is inversely proportional to the speed of light through that medium. Here you can see children, n is inversely proportional to speed of light through medium. Any medium we can consider. The first one is air and the second medium only I am saying any medium. So from this we can say if refractive index is more, the speed of light is less there. If this refractive index is less, then we can say speed of light is more there. Okay children, in next class we can study about refraction of light through a glass slab.